If you can't see, you might want to come over. We talked a little bit about soccer hop for passing, right? The first thing we do is we're going to balance on something, right? So we don't have to worry about our balance. For passing, we're going to put our foot straight out. We're going to pull the toes up so the ankle locks, and we're going to bend the knees so the foot is flat with the ground. And then what do? We're going to teach our body to go straight back slowly, foot pointed out the whole time, straight forward slowly, as far as we can go, foot pointed out the whole time. Slowly all the way back so we're over the ball, foot pointed out, back as far as we can go. That's part one, right? We want to keep the ankle locked and the foot pointed straight out so that when we hit that ball on a pass, we've taught the leg to have the muscle memory to stay turned out, foot pointed out, and it's natural. We want to pass the ball, the muscle memory goes, perfect. Pass the ball, that's our muscle memory. Perfect, that's what we need, right? What about for striking? What's part one for striking now? Right, Durant, we're going to kick the ground. Now the toes are scrunched back and they're locking the ankle straight down. So we have that flat surface. When it contacts the ball right there, that flat surface is going to strike the ball straight forward, right? So we kick the ground, and then this shape of the leg does not change. Do I rotate at the knee? Do I have power if I kick the ball like this? No, I don't have a lot of power. I keep that angle the same, and then I rotate here at the hip. I go back slowly and forward slowly, and I teach my muscle memory to keep that shape. Right? If I need to take my leg out a little bit so I don't scuff the ground, I can take it out here. I go back. Boy, I'm really working on this balance thing, aren't I? Go back, forward, back. See that? And I'm going slow. I'm teaching my muscle memory to keep my ankle locked straight down, and this leg does not change shape. I don't bend it. Keep that. All the way back, all the way forward, all the way back. Part one for striking. What's part two for striking? Is it the same? The hop is the same, right? So now I'm going to hop where on ball so that my leg is even with the ball. Center of the ball even with the center of my leg. But now if I'm striking, I want to hop and leave this leg clear back here. So I teach my body to not kick like this, but to start here so I have power. So I'm going to hop on it, and I'm going to have that leg clear back there. So I'm going to leave this leg behind me. So watch. I leave this leg behind me. Did you see that? Did I jump a little bit far in the cone? Yeah, that's okay, right? As long as I'm not too far back. If I jump too far back, part two is all about where you land on the ball too, right? So with the cone, hey, ladies, will you back up that way? There you go, good, keep going. Okay, so part two, I want to make sure I'm landing here or forward. If I land here and then I strike the ball and I'm reaching, what's the direction of that flat surface of my foot? Pointed up. Is that ball going to go over the goal? It's going over. But if I land here and I strike the ball, what's that flat surface? Straight forward. Now I can shoot it hard. Where's the hardest spot on your foot? It's called the sweet spot. It's right inside laces line. That right there is the hardest part on your foot. That's where you want to strike the ball. Not here, but right there. Right? So if I keep my foot out, I go back and I come through, I'm going to strike the ball right on that hard spot. It's going to go straight hard into the goal. Right? So I got to make sure I'm jumping on the cone or the ball, right? Jumping on the ball at least even or a little bit in front. Did you see where this leg was? Clear back here. Right? What am I doing with my arms? I'm balancing. I'm jumping. Good. Do I have a little bit of a bend in this knee when I land? So I don't hurt myself, land straight. I have a little bit of a bend. Right? One more time. Watch my arms, watch my leg. Did you see that? I got my arms out for balance. My leg is clear back here. Have a little bit of a bend. And then what's part three? Everything together. Will you grab me that ball, Lana?
Corbin, when you're doing that, do you want to be watching the cone the whole time, right? Just like
Yes.
it's the ball?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to be watching the cone. When you guys strike the ball, do you look up? No, your mind will take the ball where it needs to go, right? you're watching the cone the whole time. In golf, the pros will tell you you still see the ground after the ball is gone. In soccer, it's the same thing. I'm going to swing through. I'm still looking at the spot. Does that make sense? Because if I jump on this ball and I lift my head too soon, my foot might be just a half an inch, quarter inch off that way. It might hit that spot harder, a little bit that way, and then the ball's going to curve out or curve in, right? That half a second by looking up, I lose track of that ball just by a half inch, but it makes a big difference, doesn't it? An inch here turns into many feet out there, and it curves wide of the goal. Okay, so on the shot, I'm going to hop and I'm going to follow through. Make sense? No, she's all right. Many of you guys have been doing your homework and you're past the point of passing with a ball that's standing still. So for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to strike through the ball. Well, I'm going to leave this leg clear back here. That's the shape, that's the form. But I don't want you, most of you guys are past place shooting. I need the ball moving because a lot of you guys are out on the field running, and when you jump on that ball and you land here, the ball gets ahead of you and you end up reaching and striking. You're not getting a good strike because you're not used to striking a ball that's moving, right? So what I want you to start doing, if you guys have got the soccer hop down a little bit, I want you to start back here and I want you to touch the ball out, run on it, and hop and shoot. Make sense? I'm going to go a little bit slower. I'm going to start further back. Okay, ladies. I'm going to touch the ball out. That's too far, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do this at home with a lot of space.
We'll have to edit that.
We can edit it. Okay. I'm going to touch the ball out. I'm going to run on it. Hop, shoot. Okay? Should I do it slower?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it slower. I'll get going faster, but I'll do it slower. Touch the ball out. I'm going to run, hop, shoot. Okay, make sense? Okay, so that's soccer hop for shooting. Earlier we covered passing. It's the same thing. I'm going to hop here, keep the ankle locked out, hit it with my heel or my ankle, and it's going to go straight forward, right? I can place shoot the ball in a corner of a net if I need to, or just pass it. Homework. Real quick, what's the first touch in homework series? Bobbles, TikToks, right? Then what? Forward. Hand forward. What? Tuck the toe so I can pull it back. Tuck the toe. And then I go around the world. Right? And then I'm going to do 20 toe taps in place. And then what? And then 10 forward. Just little touches. Okay, so let me stop real quick. Do I touch and then hop down and then touch? Hop down? No, I got to make sure that I'm hop, 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 hop. So start in place until you can get that by touching every time. One foot touches the ground every time, one foot touches the ball every time, right? Okay, and then backwards, I do little pulls, and then around the world. And then what?
And then you do step over inside and step over outside.
Okay, do you know what an inside and an outside is? You want to show us real quick? Show us an inside.
Inside is where you go inside to outside and you kick with your inside of your foot.
Okay, that's a scissor. Okay. Yep. Okay. So inside and outside. Stay here. You're good. Okay. So if I go like this, that's a scissor. I'm gonna come out, plant. I'm gonna use the opposite foot. A step over cut inside. I bring the ball here, touch it out. Right? They think I'm gonna pass it or shoot it. Okay. So this is an inside. It's just a real quick cut. Make sense? A step over cut outside. I don't really go over because that takes too long. It's really a step front. We just call it a step over because that's what everybody calls it. I'm gonna go here and then I'm gonna touch it out, right? And I gotta have that tap tap. Does it make sense? Okay, I don't have to plant my foot, but for right now you guys need to keep your balance, so I want you to tap tap, right? Step, tap, tap, touch. Right? You can do this, but right now you guys aren't able to do it fast because you're trying to work on balance, and I don't want you to work on balance right now. Does that make sense? So you're right, this is a scissor. Coming around, and then we use the opposite foot and take it the same way. Okay, I step on inside, and I step here and I take it back out, right? I step inside and then I just take it back out. Okay, so I can do that in succession, right? I can step, cut. Okay, you can go back out to step, cut, right? Step, cut, step, cut, step, cut. Does that make sense? What's next? Roll, touch, roll. Okay, so I'm gonna roll it, touch, roll it big, touch, roll it big, touch, roll it big, touch, roll it big. And then I'm gonna go into what? Roll, roll, touch. Roll, roll, touch. Roll, roll, touch. Roll, rep, roll, roll, touch. Good. And then I do what? Then I just do rhythm rolls. I take it and I go down a lane, and then I use space the same way, and I keep going. Do I have to roll the ball every time? Can I just roll it and run with it? Roll it, roll it, roll it, right? Okay, and then what's the last one? So is that it? And you can also practice laces, dribbling, laces, and pull it back. And go. Laces, dribble, and pull it back. And laces, dribble both feet, and pull it back. Different feet, right? Okay, guys. That's soccer hop homework. You guys keep going on your homework? We got the party coming up. Our luau, the moms are putting together some really awesome things for you guys. Some activities.